Good morning, happy hump day, happy Wednesday. Got the coffee from Starbucks, the nitro cold brew. It's the best in the game. It's around 7:15 a.m. here. And we're gonna be talking about Saitama, Saita Realty, as well as the latest Saitamask update. I think the best place to start is with the Saitamask update. So they were updating the app internally. The swap was shut down for a little while, but as of last night, about 11 hours ago, around 10 p.m. PST, the swap is now fully functional and all tokens on there are tradable. Now, there are no limits, according to Russell, the CEO of Saitama, in his latest tweet. There are no limits in terms of how much you can buy of all of the tokens except Saita Realty. Now, there were some errors internally with Saita Realty. As you guys know, it was supposed to launch last week. The launch didn't go as planned. Some people were able to buy Saita Realty. Others weren't able to buy Saita Realty. Personally, for me, I was not able to. My Saitamask was not working. A little bit bummed, a little bit pissed out because I had Saitama loaded up. A little bit pissed off, excuse me. I had Saitama loaded up on the app, ready to do it, but I kept getting network connection issues, so I wasn't able to buy it. I still don't have any Saita Realty, and I'm going to check the chart today and see kind of what it looks like. But I have a question on Saita Realty because one of my good friends, 𝗪𝗧𝗛𝗡𝗘𝗧, and a couple other people that came in the YouTube live streams, I asked them, I said, for those that were able to buy Saita Realty, how much did you buy and how much is it worth today? And the amounts are staggering. My buddy 𝗪𝗧𝗛𝗡𝗧 put in $500 and it's now worth $80,000. At least it was last night, which to me personally seems like there might be some errors with the actual numbers. Like that doesn't seem like it's realistic. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. That kind of seems like one of those crypto dreams. Now, whether that's true or not, I hope it is for the sake of him. If you take a $500 investment and turn it into 80K, that's great. But for me, I feel like there might be some errors with the actual numbers and the price. Let me know your thoughts. I don't know for sure, but I'm just saying because I asked a ton of people in the chats, in the live streams, how much money did you put in? What's it worth now? And the amounts were staggering. So we know that there was not enough liquidity on the Saitamask. They're slowly injecting more liquidity in today. They're doing it in extremely small amounts. So they're going to be doing it. So if you are trying to withdraw Saita Realty, you can do so, but very, very, very small amounts. They didn't give us an exact number. I would imagine that would probably be less than an ETH, less than or around an ETH per transaction. But Saita Realty trading is now available. It's now live on the Saitamask in small amounts only. But that's my main question is, number one, what is the actual price and how much are these tokens worth per token? Because there's people that put in $500, $1,000, $300, and they're worth insane amounts. If so, shout out to them. If not, we need to get that fixed. So that's one thing I'll be looking for. I think we'll get an update today. Russell's joining Scott Herman, my guy Scott Herman, on his YouTube channel. I believe it's at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So coming up in a couple hours, Russell's going to be joining him. And that's one question that I hope gets answered. Like, what's the price of Saita Realty? How much are these tokens worth? Because I think there's a lot of confusion. And also we need some clarification on the liquidity issue and what happened with the liquidity. So that's what we'll be looking for. That's the latest update. But Saitamask is now open. The swap is now live. You can trade all of the tokens with no requirements, no max transactions amount except Saita Realty. There is a max transaction amount until they fully add the liquidity into the swap. And that's where we're at today. It's one of the last days in March 30th. Appreciate your guys' support. Make sure to get a workout in. Make sure to get a coffee. And if you want to do yourself good, get a nitro cold brew from Starbucks. No, I'm not sponsored, but yes, I do believe it's the best coffee in the world. Saita Realty is now live. We need some answers on the actual price. But I hope so for the sake of all the investors. If they put $500 and it's worth 80K, that's a win. But I think we need some answers. We need some accurate numbers. And we'll see what happens moving forward. That's the latest update. We'll be following this story closely. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace out, everybody.